In Virginia, Catholic bishops are speaking out against Governor Ralph Northam's decision to sign pro-abortion legislation into law on Good Friday. Bishop Michael Burbidge of the Diocese of Arlington and Bishop Barry Nestout of the Diocese of Richmond write, quote, "We are deeply saddened and disappointed by his signature of this legislation. That he would take this action on Good Friday, one of the most solemn days for Christians, is a particular affront to all who profess the gospel of life." Joining me now on Skype to talk more about this is Olivia Gans Turner, president of the Virginia Society for Human Life. Olivia, welcome back to the show.
So good to be with you, and a very happy Easter to everybody watching.
Well, Olivia, Governor Northam says this law will, quote, make women and families safer. What exactly does he mean by that? And also, as a pro-life advocate, what do you say to that?
Well, there's absolutely no way that what the governor says makes any sense or is based on truth. The laws that were discarded this year at the General Assembly were passed over 25 years ago. The first one in 2001 was fought for 14 years. The second part in 2012 actually was the one that expanded the women's right to know law to include an option for letting women see an ultrasound. Both of those, the basic informed consent law and the addition of the ultrasound, were all struck down this year, which immediately begs the question from the governor, how can that possibly be safer for the women of Virginia? The reality is that we know from women like myself who have had abortions, abortionists will not tell women the truth unless the law requires it. And the first part of this law, which was struck down by the General Assembly and now signed into its new state of affairs just the other day on Good Friday, removes a requirement that the Department of Health had to prepare a booklet that was made available to women before they had their abortions. It's a simple booklet. It gave them factual information about their unborn child, scientific facts about the risks from abortion, options that would be available if they want to carry their baby to term, and legal protection if they felt they were under coercion of any kind. So rather than creating an impediment for women, the pro-life movement realized that our laws, the women's right to know laws, gave women greater opportunities that then was real protection, not what Governor Northam did the other day.
Olivia, can you talk a little bit more about what this new law does?
Well, the new law is really not a new law. It revokes and throws out an old law. So what it actually does is it now protects the abortionists. It says that they don't have to provide information about the stage of the pregnancy the woman has reached. They don't have to provide information about the risks from abortion. They don't have to do an ultrasound, and they don't have to give her an opportunity to see the ultrasound. The other scary part of this new law is that it did go one step further, and it expanded the law in Virginia to allow non-physicians to perform abortions. In this case, the law is going to only allow nurse practitioners, but as Senator Jen Kagan's, one of our senators from the Virginia Beach area of Virginia, stated over and over again during the session, this was a dreadful action because she herself is a nurse practitioner, and she said no nurse practitioner is trained to handle the potential complications from a botched abortion. So we've expanded the risks to women. We have not made it safer for women, and we've certainly not made it safer for unborn children, because if you don't give women accurate information about their unborn child, more women will blindly follow the lead of abortion providers and abortionists like Planned Parenthood, abort their children without ever knowing that their baby had a heartbeat or brain waves or tiny little fingers and toes like the rest of us, or that their babies could feel pain in the womb. So these are all things that we know are now removed from access to women in Virginia. It was their right before. Now they don't have those rights. The rights are all in the hands of the abortionists. It's the abortionists that Governor Northam protected the other day on Good Friday. It wasn't the women of Virginia.
Well, Olivia, thank you so much for your insight. We always appreciate it. Olivia Gans Turner, president of the Virginia Society for Human Life. Thanks again.
Thank you.